what's up? Welcome to another episode of Beatz and Booze. I'm Vic. Today we have Crucial, Ken, Fred.
I'm in love with Mary Jane.
Today we are talking about Mr. Rick James. His first solo album on Motown Records, 1978's Come Get It.
Well, all right, you freaks.
Gordy, right?
Yeah, it was on the Gordy subsidiary of Motown Records.
Motizzle.
And now we know what beats we're listening to. Let's talk about this booze.
It is Delirium.
Delirium.
It is a Belgian ale. It is great
Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
because it will put you down.
Oh,
If you can get it, get it. Enjoy it responsibly, folks. Don't spill none of it. That's what I mean.
Rick James was actually around before this album.
Well before that.
He had a contract with Motown Records back in the mid-'60s
Yep.
as part of a group called the Minor Birds. And who was in that group with him?
Neil Young.
It wasn't exactly the funky type of R&B / punk funk that we know.
All right, you square.
Right. We don't know him for that type of music, but he's been in the game for a while. I think he's related to Melvin Franklin of the Temptations.
Nephew.
And I'm Melvin Franklin.
Okay, so that's a good hookup.
More nepotism.
And then then we had I think he had another group in the 70s, White Cane.
We'll begin, cause people you make the magic.
All right, so let's get into this album. The album actually starts off with it has to be a nod to Parliament.
Sure. All this is,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounds just like that. A bunch of dudes kind of singing at the same time. Right. Fun party music. Fun 70s party music. You and I was the first track I heard off of this. And I just remember cruising around in the backseat.
In the backseat, come on.
In the backseat.
You and I, we fit together like a glove on hand.
This track just contains the elements that made
man.
Mr. Rick James a very popular guy. Funky bass lines. He was a bass player.
He absolutely was a bass player.
And he had his very unique vocals. He didn't sound like anybody.
I hope you enjoy it.
I mean, I know that he was obviously a disciple of George Clinton and those
Sure.
guys, but he didn't sound like them.
No, not really. You have to listen really closely to hear other.
Yeah. But you get, there are certain things that he had in there. He had a bunch of ladies in the background.
Sometimes it was some high-pitched dudes. He couldn't get the ladies, so it was some dudes singing.
All right. Well, whatever it takes to get the job
Whatever
done.
it takes to get the job done.
Yeah. Another popular song off of here was Mary Jane.
Oh yes.
I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing.
Mary Jane is probably one of his most popular songs.
Well, obviously.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying it's one of his most because
Come on.
he's got several of them. I
hear
mean,
you,
let's
but
be
Mary
honest.
Jane is. You need a first one out. You need one that just kicked the door down. And Mary Jane put it in your face.
It did, but it went right over my head.
That's the beauty of it. It probably went over a lot of folks' head.
Yeah, when he's saying that woman.
The woman plays no game now.
He's referring to Mary Jane, which is marijuana. I didn't know when the song came out. But
Yeah, I know now.
yeah, but when you hear it, it's like, oh, okay.
It's like D'Angelo. If it wasn't for Mary Jane, there'd be no probably D'Angelo and Brown Sugar.
Yeah, I didn't know what all that was.
Yeah.
That song was actually sampled by a couple of songs. I know one of the most popular songs that contained a sample of it was "I'm Real" by J-Lo.
The way you
very big hit, you know,
It was
probably, you
a
know,
very big hit.
back in the day.
It was a very big hit.
And but there's been several of them. I mean, several.
TMD,
This time, I told her don't mess with the E-double, man. It's trouble.
Red Man.
Hey yo, I got a slight problem. I smoke weed too much.
Podcast, yeah.
Several of them. These songs made Rick James so popular that years afterwards, he's on the Dave Chappelle show.
Hanging out with the big dogs, you know.
Right.
You know,
Right.
He's got Charlie Murphy telling stories by it.
We gonna hang out with Rick James tonight, you know what I'm saying?
He's got Dave Chappelle that's pretending to be him.
I'm Rick James.
I don't need none of y'all. What they say on the
Well, I know he had his feet in Eddie Murphy's couch.
Your couch. Buy another one, you rich.
No, I'm talking about on the Grammys. Did he say something?
Oh, yeah.
Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it, man. It's all right.
Yeah, it's funny. Other cuts on here that I found to be kind of notable. There was a B-side that when it was released as a single, is called Hollywood, and it sounds kind of autobiographical because in the song he's expressing that he's got to get out of the ghetto.
Mom, I gotta get to Hollywood.
But before he says the ghetto life gets the best of me, and you know you can kind of feel for somebody that feels like I'm in trouble if I stay here. So I'm going to leave and pursue my dreams, and I'm going to make it because I have the desire. And mama, don't cry, because I'm going to be okay and I'm going to do good in Hollywood.
Go make it good in Hollywood,
And it's the old rock and roll story. Mom, I got to go away to be a big star someday.
Yep. And I can appreciate it. And he did it.
I did it. Sure he did it.
He did it. And you can see, based on that getup that he's got on, I mean, he had his own fashion sense.
Sure.
Kind of looked like a superhero, kind of, sort of. You know, it was a very interesting getup.
And even though, you know, we say it's the funk, there was still a lot of rock left in that. It was naked, you know. It was just a rock, ruckus, guitar, you know. And just,
but you can hear the hunger, somebody that really wants to be successful.
And if you listen to Mary Jane, you know, he's got this good, the good line. It's really, but it's like low key. It's not like super loud. Even it's just it's good stuff. I think it was ahead of itself.
Oh yeah,
it was really ahead of itself.
Well, it was very tastefully done and
timeless even.
Oh yeah,
because I mean it's still hot, baby.
It is, and this is one of the songs. Mary Jane is one of the songs that. Okay, so every now and then there's a song. There's a song. There are some songs that when they come up, I got an air drum or I got an air guitar every single time.
You got to.
And this song has a part in it where it's coming off of the instrumental part.
Sure.
And then it goes. And I have to do that.
Yes, sir.
I have to do it every single time.
Yeah, man.
Guilty
it's the funk, baby. It's the funk. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Submit to the funk, people. Submit to the funk.
It's good stuff.
Power to the people. That's right, baby. Woo!
Beatz and Booz.
Dreammaker.
Tell us about Dreammaker.
Man, I just remember being in I was young when this album came out. How old were we? Like 11, 10, 11?
Yeah.
Oh, man, and that song where he's just sitting talking, you know, before the groove comes on and just, that's just harking back to an old day where it's just like, make music, baby, and just make it groovy. And
when time allows my mind to sleep.
It's corny now listening to it. It's like, what was you thinking, bro? But, oh, man. Yeah, it just reminds me of my childhood.
That's good stuff.
Definitely reminds me of my childhood.
That's good stuff. What about you, Ken? What you think about Mr. Rick James?
He's cool.
He's cool. All right.
He's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool, baby.
Keep you in the groove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His hits got other people hits.
Oh, yeah.
Enriched off of his hits.
Oh, yeah. Anything else you want to add about Mr. Rick James?
Man, busting out of this L7 square. I know it's another one, but Rick James.
Right on. Kid.
Just cool.
Just cool.
Cool.
Fred.
What you got?
Fire up this funk and let's have a toke.
Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Beats and Booze. If you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe.
And
And we'll see you in the next video.
the next one. Keep drinking. Speak Spanish.